Welcome back to Love to Live in the Temecula Valley. I'm Catherine Materiali. I'm a realtor here in the Temecula Valley, and I love that I get to help people move here, get connected, and find a home that fits their life. I'd love to help you do that too. Before we jump in, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss more local shopping tours and neighborhood drives like this one. Today, we're stepping just outside of the mall ring road and heading across Overland Drive to a smaller section of shopping and restaurants that runs from Ynez Road over to Margarita. These centers sit right across from Costco, and they have some great sit-down dining options, plus a few fun spots for a night out of time with friends and family. This is one of those areas you might pair with other errands, or come specifically when you want to slow things down a bit and enjoy where you're at. Let's take a drive. This is going to be the last video before we do the circle around the actual mall. So I'm going to come in here on the corner of Overland and Ynez, and it's right across from Costco there. And there's just three little sections left. In this first one, you've got a few things. You've got a Thai place, you've got the WaBa, you've got BJ's, there's a Batter Up Bakery, there's a Bean Coffee. So this is one of those stops where you're going to probably just come in for one thing that you're meeting somebody at, or maybe you're grabbing a bite to eat. You can see here, I want to show you, see the hills there? So on the caddy corner from that, that's the shopping center that had the at home and the Hobby Lobby. And then that building right in front of us right there, that is Abbott. And what's funny is, and you'll see towards the end of this video, Abbott used to be more prominent here. I don't know if it's because so much is being done overseas now, but a while ago now, they used to have that building, and then they had another building that's up the way. That other building is now MSJC. And actually, my son had a class there during COVID when the kids started going back into physical location again, when he was doing his junior college stuff. So these, like I said, these centers, these are really destination locations. And you can see there, yeah, you've got Allstate, you've got a smoke shop, you've got a tea shop, just those general things. And then down from here, if you were kind of to go to the right of this, I'm trying to, like the right of where I'm driving right now, you see that WaBa, okay? If you keep going down that way, that's where all the car dealerships are, and you continue down Ynez, and you would end up at Rancho Cal, okay? Now, we're going back out again here. We're going to go up and around the corner, and then there's, if you see that traffic light ahead of us, there's two shopping centers just across from each other. If we go to the left, then we'll go to the ring road of the mall. But we're going to go to the right, and we're going to go in, and I'll show you the shopping center on the right-hand side. And then if you go up this little street here, up and around, which you'll see in a minute when we go back out, if you can see that tall building there, see the MSJC sign. So that used to be Abbott as well. That really, people ask a lot, you know, about jobs and things here. And I'll tell you, so what I hear, I know there are so many jobs that we don't even know about. We don't have like the big tech and things like that. This is not a location where people move to because there's some sort of job here. If you've been doing your research, this is what we call a bedroom community. So people, by the way, that Panera there, that's a Panera I have often frequented. And you've got some nice outdoor seating. You've got the indoor seating. It's a great place. Emily and I love to go grab lunch together at Panera when we are out and about. It's one of our little spots. She likes to get the mac and cheese with bacon, and I like to get some sort of salad. But I was talking to you about a bedroom community. So this is a place where if you work locally, a lot of people will move here from San Diego like we did. We migrated here from San Diego. We followed my father. A lot of people will do this. They will move here, and then I end up helping the rest of their family and all their friends and everything move here too, because they see what a wonderful place it is. So a lot of people will live here and then they will commute to San Diego. We have a huge military community, which I love because my military folks are some of my favorite clients. My husband's dad was Navy for 26 years, and I just have a real heart for our service people, both active duty and our veterans. But a lot of people will drive down to Camp Pendleton, or now even I've seen an increase over the years. A lot of people will drive all the way down even to Coronado or 32nd Street and some of the other locations, which that is a drive. That is commitment. I will tell you, that is a drive. But then we also have March Air Force Base up to 215. I do find that most people that are more at March tend to migrate more towards like the Menifee area or Winchester, which reduces their commute a little bit. But we have a big military community, but also like there is a ton of everything in San Diego. So a lot of people will commute to San Diego. So, okay, really quick though, we'll come back to that. To the right there, you see the MSJC building. This shopping center will, and others too, but this is right across the street from the college. So this is a good spot for like, for students to pop over and grab a bite to eat or something like that. Cause you've got the Wahoos here. You do have the sit down, the Olive Garden, which I call the, and if you love Olive Garden, respect. To me, Olive Garden is where the kids go for prom or homecoming, and you see all the kids in their cute little dresses and suits and things like that. So you've got a few things in here too, which you'll see as we drive around. So back to the bedroom community thing. So a lot of people will commute to San Diego. Over the years too, I have seen an influx of a lot of our firefighters who are in LA. But, you know, with the schedule, with the firefighter schedule, it makes sense for them to have that drive up to LA, which it is a long drive. I mean, if you wouldn't live here and commute to LA on a daily basis, that does not make sense. But if you have some sort of schedule like that where you're gone for a few days, but then you come back, that's worth it. So we do get a lot of firefighters that live here too. So if that's something that you're thinking of, just know you are not alone. A lot of men and women do that commute, and they have been really happy with it because our schools are so great. I mean, you'll see in these drives, you're not seeing graffiti. I mean, that's something that really stands out to people a lot when we're driving around, is the fact that it's so clean here and so safe here, and the schools are so great here. So, yep, I kind of spent this video telling you about bedroom community. But what's really great is if you do work from home, you have so much flexibility. So this is a fantastic place to live if you work from home. And then you also can maybe even do better a little bit on pricing too, because you're not having to live right by the freeway for a commute. So we're popping back out again. I'll give you perspective. And if you go to the right, you can go back out to that intersection here, and you can see the mall and the Costco right across. That was a look at this smaller stretch of shopping and dining along Overland, just across from the mall area. Even though it's not part of the main ring road, this is still a really useful pocket with some great sit-down restaurants and a few fun spots to spend time, whether that's a casual night out or meeting up with friends. Because it's so close to Costco and the mall, it's easy to include this area as part of your regular routine. If this was helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss more local tours like this. I would love to be your guide for all things Temecula Valley. We'll see you on the next video.